With the second pick in the fourth round of the 2021 NWSL Draft, the Chicago Red Stars select
Channing Foster. For 3 years, her calling card has been that dangerous left foot.
Channing Foster is as driven of an athlete as I've ever worked with.
Since arriving in Oxford, number 12 for the Ole Miss soccer team has made quite a name for herself.
She just is a really fierce competitor, and it makes everyone around you want to win as well.
It's great to be a Rebel, baby.
Plenty of times we get recruits that email and go, hey, I want to be like Channing, or I play like Channing. She's a role model for young ladies out there.
Foster instead sneaks it through. Top shelf for the lead.
I love being able to compete, and any sort of competition I love. And so from early on, I just liked getting to play against people and just having the ball at my feet. I fell in love with the game.
They say siblings are the lens through which you see your childhood. For Channing Foster, seeing her older brother play soccer is what led her to fall in love with the game.
I started playing because my brother played and I wanted to be like him. And so I started with kinder soccer whenever I was 3. I guess early on, just playing on my brother's teams, I was able to hold my own with them and able to compete and be on the field with them. That, I guess, probably is what made my parents think that I could play, that they should keep taking me. My brother probably had the biggest influence on me, just getting me started. I had a trainer or a coach named Heidi Mueller. She had this program called Foot Skills, or Foot Skills as she said it. And I started going probably I was 6. I used to go to her trainings. She would do them 2 or 3 nights a week close to where I live. She's who first taught me any real moves, any sort of dribbling on the ball. And so I think that was probably whenever I just really started to love the game, whenever I started going and training with her.
A small injury her senior year would be the eventual catalyst that brought the Kentucky native home to Mississippi.
So she was coming off an injury in her going to be in her senior year, and I saw her. She had reached out to us and asked us to come watch her play at a tournament. And I wasn't going to go watch her. I had a couple of kids on my list, and one of my buddies, I said, hey, if you're over there, watch the number 12. And he called me right away. He said, you need to come see her. She's very good.
It turned out to be the biggest blessing because once I started talking to the coaches here, I just felt like they were a really good fit. I knew I wanted to play in the SEC. Yeah, I stepped on campus and I just fell in love. I love the town of Oxford and everything that it's about.
She graduated early enrollee, and she came on that practice field and you could tell she was this creative player, something special, very crafty, disguised a lot of her movements, just a lot of natural playmaking abilities.
Being a college athlete is a huge adjustment from high school, and so learning how to balance everything and getting to spend a lot of time training with the team and the coaches and learning the system and stuff, I think that really benefited me a ton. She's kind of broke out of her shell, and once you break Channing out, she's just a bullet. She's all over the place, but in a good way, and she's one of the best friends someone could ask for. My freshman year, I was able to play with Cece, and so, we were playing at times in a 2-front, and sometimes with her ahead of me, and then vice versa. We were just able to connect really well, and it was so much fun.
She wanted to be great, and I think she just, her and Cece Kaiser had a great combination going that year. I think she just really, she used some motivation from the recruiting process and just really wanted people to see what she was about, and she definitely did that. So having her to play with was just awesome. I had looked up to her a lot before coming in, and so being on the same field as her and just seeing the way she played, the way she trained and stuff definitely helped me, gave me something to shoot for and to work towards.
Those two really did a great job together of breaking down defenses. Nobody wanted to play against them, but she specifically just splashed onto the scene in the SEC and hasn't looked back.
She's taken her striking responsibility really well this season already and taken on where Cece Kaiser left off.
Gets it with the right foot. Channing Foster trying to get it to the left foot. She fires a shot, slips it inside the right post, and Ole Miss takes a 2-0 lead. Off to Channing Foster. Foster, left foot, into the net, and Ole Miss wins it in overtime. overtime for their first SEC win.
In 2020, Foster would achieve another bucket list moment in her career, hearing her name called on draft night.
It was, in a sense, really, really nice because I had no idea that I was going to be able to be in the draft because I was planning on coming back, and typically you have to enter the draft. So there wasn't a ton of anticipation, anxiety, or anything leading up to it, which was really nice. But it was one of those things where if I didn't get drafted, it's okay, I have another year. If I did get drafted, awesome, but I still, have college to focus on.
The Chicago Red Stars select Channing Foster from the University of Mississippi.
I heard my name called and looked over, and I just gave my mom a hug, my dad a hug, and they were just so excited. It was just oh, finally, this is what we've worked towards, sort of thing.
I was so excited when they called her name, and I felt like they were. Chicago, I think, is a great spot for her. She knows the coach, she knows the coaching staff. She's played in that club some as a youth player, and what a great experience for her.
I know she's really excited, and her family is just ecstatic about it, and we couldn't be more happy for her. It's finally all her hard work is paying off, and I know it's just such an exciting night for her.
With her future brighter than ever, Foster will look to put a capstone on an impressive Rebel career in the year to come.
She'll definitely go down as one of the best attackers Ole Miss soccer has had. I mean, she's already put her name on charts, and it speaks for off the field too. She's a genius. She's an accounting major and in the MBA program, and she's a great friend to everybody. I don't think she's ever made an enemy here.
She's a special person on and off the field, someone who's unique, someone who's been the face of this program, who wants to be the face of this program, who's thrived in that environment as well. And I think she can be a role model for all young soccer players in Mississippi and Kentucky and in the whole South region.
That number 12 jersey has been out there for so many huge moments in our program, and certainly we're hoping to make a few more before she's out of here. But she's a player that we'll talk about for a long, long time on just what the type of person she is, and not to mention fantastic student, right? She's going to get her degree, she's going to get her master's, and she's going to walk away with there hopefully being part of 5 SEC teams, and hopefully a trophy and maybe a ring.